Hey, welcome back. I'm Richie from Raw Tactics. Today what we're doing is we're comparing the Staccato P to the Walther PDP Max. So we're gonna be comparing those guns and we're gonna be giving the pros and cons for each. But before we start, hey Nick, any luck on any sponsors yet?
Yeah, not yet.
All right. All right. Yeah. Come on, let's get some sponsors for the channel. Throw a little cash, throw a little, product or something like that. Staccato, maybe, I don't know. Walther, we'll see. We're not going to trash talk either of you guys too much, but we'll go from there. Kevin, he's a purple belt shooter under the Raw Tactics shooting belt standards, shooting the Staccato P. Tell me what you have done with your Staccato P.
The original plan of this gun was to make it into a mini XC. XC has a 2-pound trigger and an island comp on it, which I really like. The P doesn't. It's more for duty purpose. So we sent it over to Vulcan Machine Works, had the guys over do the Ignis ports, and they actually put the ports on the right side of the barrels. All Staccatos are custom fit from the barrel to the slide. Some ports might be a little lower, some ports might be a little more back, depending on your Staccato. Everything is different. We also put a 2-pound trigger, Red Dirt, great company, love them. And right now it's testing at about 2.5 pound trigger. So that trigger just giggles, it's ready to go. SRO, Surefire, and that's about it.
What'd you pay for the P there? What was the cost point of the P?
$2,800. I've got the DLC version here, and that's an extra $200.
What's an XC cost?
XC costs $4,300.
$4,300, so $2,800 for the P. XC is $4,300. With the upgrades of the barrel, of the slide, of the trigger, what's the total cost minus the optic and the light? Total cost just with the trigger and the porting.
$3,400.
$3,400. So still cheaper than the 40. What'd you say? 43.
Yeah.
43. All right, cool. That's a pretty damn nice gun. What we're gonna do is we're gonna compare it to the Walther PDP. What I got here is the Walther PDP Match. This gun comes stock with everything on it, minus the optic and minus the light itself. Already comes with a flat face trigger. I don't know what the trigger poundage is. The only upgrade I did to this is I put a 13-pound spring that Modern Samurai Project sells on his website versus the 15-pound spring that comes stock inside the gun as well. But like I said about this gun, already comes with everything with the trigger, the flared mag well, the serrations, the ported slide, not ported barrel, and then obviously I threw the Acro on there and the Streamlight TRL-1 on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some testing of these two, and we're going to see how it compares. This gun is about maybe a little less than $1,100, a little over $1,000, maybe on sale for a little less than $1,000. The spring costs $90, so you're looking at a price point total, hopefully of not over $1,100 versus a price point of up to almost $4,000 with a couple upgrades there. No upgrades, what'd you say, 2,800?
Yeah, 2,800.
2,800 versus he threw a couple upgrades on there, so we're looking at a little less than $4,000 with a couple upgrades on there. So let's get to some testing. All right, somebody's doing the bill drill from about 5-6 yards here from the holster with the Walther PDP. Remember, everything is stock on this gun, the trigger, the slide, the barrel. The only thing that's upgraded is the spring. We put a 13-pound spring in there versus the 15-pound spring, and we're gonna see what our splits are with this. All right, so 187 total, 14, 15, 16, 18 on that. So my fastest split on there was a 1-4 onto the target. All right, we're gonna have Kevin come on up now. He's gonna do the same thing with the Staccato, upgraded trigger, upgraded barrel, upgraded slide with the Staccato. Let's see what his splits are for his first shots of the day. All right, here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. All right, nice. 199 total, trigger freeze there. Okay, 1-4, 1-6, and then the trigger freeze of the 2-8 and a 3-1, but still 1-4 there as well. So initially off our cold start, Walther, fastest that I can do with it, 0.14 split, fastest he can do with his Staccato right now in the cold start, 0.14, and let's continue on and see what else we can do. All right, so now I'm gonna take a crack at the Staccato P, see what I can do. We're not going to worry about changing holsters and everything. We're not worried about overall time. What we're looking for here is the splits between times here. So let's see what I can do from here. From the low ready, 6 rounds on target with the Staccato P. Whew, that was a little different. So 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 on that with a little bit of trigger freeze there. Let's see if I can get, you know, newish gun. Let's see if I can get that just a little bit better on target. We'll just see how many rounds we got in there and we'll go from there. All right, so 3 shots there. 0.13, 1.5. So 1.3, 1.5 on there with the Staccato P. All right. So I'll have you put this back in your holster there. I don't even know why I gave you the gun. You just keep it in your holster. I could have left that in my holster too. So.
All right. So from the low ready, right?
Yep, from the low ready.
All right.
All right, so now Kevin's going to be using the Walther here from the low ready, not worried about changing out holsters, looking at the splits here. He's going to do 6 rounds on target and see what his splits are with this Walther. All right, here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. All right, nice. So 1.8, 1.8, 1.9, and 2.0. Okay, so good job on that. 1.8, 1.8. So we went from a 1.4 with the Staccato to a 1.8, you know, shooting the Walther for the first time. So within 0.04 of itself, still wicked fast. Now, honestly, is that enough to be like, oh my God, that's a huge difference of me shooting his gun going down 0.01, him shooting my gun, him going up 0.04? I don't know. What difference you feel, Kevin? You feel any difference in the gun and the weight between the Walther and Staccato?
I do want to say that I do feel the Staccato being just flatter.
Flatter?
Just
Yeah.
flatter, trying to stay on target with it. And then the trigger, I guess, being a little lighter trigger helps with also that staying on target. What I do like with the Walther, like you mentioned too, is that grip.
Yeah.
It's got such a aggressive grip that I don't see that thing sliding out of your hand. Like, honestly, the way it comes, I'm very impressed.
So just stock like that versus, I mean, you got the back safety on there. You don't have to worry about too much of the grip. I'm not sure what the angle is as far as the handle on this thing compared to the Staccato. But like I said, this gun is also going to be a little bit lighter. The Staccato is significantly heavier when it comes to it, also which helps with recoil control. I'm going from there. But overall, I mean, they're kind of not that different. I mean, obviously there is a lighter feel with the Staccato. It does feel a little bit smoother. Could that be because of the heaviness of the gun, the weight of the gun? Could it be because of the ported barrel, the ported slide? Maybe because we're releasing a little bit pressure, which makes it recoil and cycle a little bit easier. You know, I'm not sure. But when we're looking at price point and overall, I guess, just functionality of the gun, there's nothing like screaming about it yet to be like, oh my God, this is way better, or this one's way worse. So far, we're kind of even. Let's go run some more tests. All right, so now we move back to the 15-yard line. We're testing it with a little bit of distance, but the main difference here is going to be the trigger manipulation. When we were up at 7 yards, that's what we would call hitting the A target. That's what we'd call a blitz target, which means that we can slap the trigger. Now at 15 yards, shooting the A zone, can we slap the trigger at this distance? Maybe, maybe not, but in order to ensure our shots, we have to prep our trigger or have a controlled slap at minimum. So what we're going to be looking for here is our splits with the Walther and with the Staccato at the 15-yard line. We're going to do 4 shots from the 15-yard line and look at our splits. They went from 1.3 with me to 1.4 to 1.8 with him. And then from back here, the split should be anywhere between maybe 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 at the most, but they should be probably in the 0.4s, a little less than half a second in between each shot due to the distance and the difficulty of target from there. So I'll start here with the Walther. Like I said, we'll just go from the low ready. That's fine. We'll do 4 shots on target. We're looking at the splits here and going from there. All right, 4 shots there. Splits. 3.7 was my best split. 4.3, 4.6. So I was in the high 3s, low 4s. I come down here. Come on, Nick, you can come on down with us. For all you people like, you're not showing your target. Okay, so 4 shots on target. 1, 2, 3, 4, right in there, no problem. So what I did there with the Walther standard trigger was a controlled slap, not necessarily a full prep, but a controlled slap in order to get those times there. Accurate at distance, trigger felt really, really good. Let's move on to Kevin with the Staccato and we'll move on.
Alrighty.
All right, so Kevin's gonna be doing the same thing. He's just gonna start from roll ready on the buzzer. He's going to do his 4 shots into the A zone here. We're looking at his splits here, not his overall time, for overall feel and accuracy with the Staccato P. All right, so go ahead, Kevin, start from the low ready. All right, here we go. 4 shots. Shooter ready. Stand by. All right, nice. So our splits here, we got a 4-9, 4-9, 5-2. So we're in the high 4s, low 5s. Like I said, anywhere between 4 5s. We shouldn't be in the 6s. Let's go take a look at his accuracy here. Looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4 on target from the 15-yard line with a 4-9 split going from there. So let's change it up. He's gonna shoot the Walther. I'm gonna shoot the Staccato, and let's see if my splits change or his splits change. All right, here we go. 4 shots. All right. So I'm at a 0.39, 40, and a 4.5. So 0.39 be my best. What was my best with the Walther? 3.8, I think. So honestly, I didn't feel that much difference in the trigger pull there with the controlled slap there. The splits kind of stayed about the same. Accuracy wise, I'll give this back to you. Thank you. Let's go check out those hits on target. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I did notice here is that my group was a tad bit tighter with the Staccato. My Walther, I was in within my acceptable hit zone, but I'd have the one a little bit low there. But all 4 of mine were all within kind of a fist of each other, which I do like with that Staccato. All right, here we go. So 4 shots, controlled slap on target with the Walther. All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Nice. All right, I'll take that from you. Thank you. All right, so we're at 4.3, 4.5. So 4.3 being his best split there, which is faster than what he did with the Staccato. I don't think you dropped anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So 4 shots, and you had a 4.3. You had 2 4.3 splits on there. And what was your fast with the Staccato? Was that a 4.8? 4.8. So, man, I don't know. So once again, we're talking about milliseconds of difference from slapping the trigger to a controlled slap or a full prep on the trigger and still maintaining accuracy at 15 yards. Any major difference yet?
Honestly, I'm very, like I said before, I'm impressed with the PDP. But like I'm gonna stick by my morale here, and I'm gonna stay.
Man. You're wearing the shirt.
I'm gonna rock Staccato. I just love the overall difference, heaviness. It just makes me more secure with the recoil.
Yeah. Feel is
like
everything. It's like
feel is everything.
It's like you Harry Potter fans out there. It's like you choose your wand. No, the wand chooses you. The gun chooses you. When you grip it, when you grab it, you're like, this is the one. This is what I like. And Staccato definitely has that feel. It's because of that weight and just the way that the gun is designed is very, very good. But then you're paying for that.
And that's what I think. Like, it goes back to what you said. It's all about who's behind a gun.
Right.
And at that point, it's just about fundamentals, practicing. You can be good with any gun, but it just becomes down to that preference of what do I like more? Like, do you like Chevy? Do you like Ford? So it's that to me. It's like, I like this Staccato because of how it just makes me feel like I'm better.
Makes you feel like a man. Yeah,
Makes
I got
you
that
feel like a
Staccato.
macho.
You're like, I spent this money on this. This is what I'm doing. Yeah. But it's also good to show that, the difference between shooters, the shooters behind the gun. Obviously, the shooter makes the gun doesn't make the shooter. Exactly. But you have the difference between us, which isn't that much. I mean, he's a great shooter. I'm a decent shooter. He's a great shooter. My splits weren't that much quicker than his. Okay, I had in the 0.3s, he was in the 0.4s. We're 0.10 behind both guns. So yeah, I shot great with the Walther. I shot great with the Staccato. He shot great with the Staccato, shot great with the Walther. But really, like I said, it comes down to individual preference. Hopefully this video helped you guys out between the Walther and PDP. If we're looking at pros and cons, biggest pro and cons is going to be price point. He added a couple upgrades on there, which helps out the gun a lot. But Staccato is a phenomenal gun. Walther is a phenomenal gun. If you want to spend $2,000 less and then buy an optic, buy a light, get some training, come to some raw tactics classes, spend some money on that, that would be really, really great. Save you some money. Or buy a Staccato and still come to raw tactics classes and learn how to shoot that thing. So, hey, Kevin, man, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do everything. Comment below what you guys think. And also, if you want a quick little link to the Glock first Staccato video that we did, go and check that out. See how we do with the Glock 34 versus a bunch of Staccatos on there and see which one's better on there. Till then, you guys stay safe. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you later.